There are just some things in this world that you should never waste your hard-earned money on, and in this video, I'm going to be going over 5 of them. My name is Max, and welcome back to the channel where I talk all things finance and entrepreneurship.
2 words, entrepreneurship.
If you do enjoy the video, please be sure to drop a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. Money definitely doesn't grow on trees, and you sure do realize this the older that you get. It takes hard work in one form or another to get every single dollar that you have, unless you're born into the top 1%, which in that case, I'm not sure why you're watching this video.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here.
No, but seriously, you've got to realize that if you're better able to save and invest your money now, you'll have a better chance of being able to enjoy the things that you want later on down the line in life. Whether that be a vacation a year from now or even a Lamborghini 10 years from now, you have to learn to live frugal, which is exactly why I'm making this video. If you're able to avoid wasting money on the unneeded things in life, then this will give you more to invest, which will ultimately give you a greater return later on down the line. So starting out at number 1, we have expensive technology. This is one that might receive a little bit of hate, but let me explain. We all know that one person, or maybe we are the person that always needs to go out and buy the new iPhone or Apple Watch or even laptop every single time that one is released. Big companies like Apple and Samsung release these new products so often because they know that they have customers out there that are going to be willing to pay for them no matter what they set their price point at. This is a very bad habit to get into because basically every phone or tablet or computer today can do the same exact thing, which is why you don't need to go out and buy a new model every time one is released. Yeah, the new model might be a little bit faster or even have a new feature, but what's the point of going out and spending another $1,000 if the one that you have right now is working perfectly fine? You could instead take that $1,000 and invest it, which could potentially make you tens of thousands of dollars down the line. Now, I'm not saying you can't have a nice phone, laptop, or tablet because they do come in handy when trying to make money or really just being productive in everyday life. But in my opinion, there's no need to go out and buy a new model every single year when the one that you have now is working perfectly fine. The second thing that you should never waste your money on is anything that's considered to be an impulse buy or something that you bought just because it was on sale. Way too often we're just walking in the store or scrolling on our phones and we see something that we just buy on an impulse just to only use it a few times or maybe not even use it at all, and then we end up just putting it in storage to eventually throw it away. This is by far one of the worst ways that you can possibly spend your money. Everything you buy should have its purpose, and if it doesn't, then you probably shouldn't be buying it in the first place. The easiest way to overcome or limit these impulse buys is to set a budget for yourself, and anything that's on the list you absolutely need, and anything that's not on the list you probably shouldn't buy it. If we become more conscious of our impulse spending, then it's easier to control when we're put into those situations. At number 3, we have bottles of water, and this is something that not a lot of people might think of right away, but when you're spending money on something that you're just going to end up throwing away time and time again, it really is a terrible use of your hard-earned cash. A single bottle of water may not seem like much, but if you're drinking a couple a day over the course of the year, then this could cost you hundreds of dollars, and you're also killing the earth in the process. Let's say, for example, you drink 2 water bottles a day at 50 cents a piece. This is going to add up to $365 over the course of an entire year. And if you did this over the course of 40 years, then you'd end up spending a little under $15,000 just on plastic water bottles. A simple solution to all of this is to just get a cheap reusable water bottle that you can fill up throughout the course of the day. This will save you a ton of money over the course of your life, and you're also helping out the earth in the process. There are a lot of little things like this in our lives that we typically waste money on that don't seem like a huge deal up front. But if you waste money on 10 other simple items besides water bottles, then this could be tens of thousands of dollars that you're throwing away over the course of a few years. Imagine how this money could be working for you if you chose to invest it instead of wasting it on plastic water bottles and simple items that you'll never use again. The fourth thing you should never waste your money on is expensive food or buying more groceries than you actually need. There's absolutely no need to be eating out every single day, as this can cost you tons of money over the course of an entire year. Let's say you spend $5 on breakfast, $10 on lunch, and $15 at dinner every single day, which adds up to to $30. Now do this over the course of a year and you'd end up spending a little under $11,000 simply by eating out. Again, imagine if you took that money and ended up investing it, it could potentially make you so much more than that. Another huge way that a lot of people waste their money is by buying too many groceries and then having to throw things away that expire, or just throwing things away that they never use. The best way to avoid this is by planning your grocery shopping ahead of time. That way you only buy what you need and it makes sure that you can also use everything before it expires. Just imagine all the money you could save by cutting back your spending on food. The fifth and final thing that you should never waste your money on is expensive or luxury clothing. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have nice clothes or buy name brand clothing, but instead try to spend your money wisely and get name brands when they go on sale. A great way to save money on clothing is by buying items when they're out of season. For example, you might look for summer clothing in the winter time, and this is when a lot of stores are going to be putting it on sale because they're trying to get rid of it to make space. By doing this, you can get some name brand clothing and you can also save some money in the process. Now, obviously the same works for summer clothing. You could go in the fall and try to find tank tops or swim trunks on sale when these stores are trying to make space for their winter inventory. Now, the only downside to this is that you're going to have to wait before you actually wear the things that you buy, but it's okay because you're still getting the name brands while saving money. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to drop a thumbs up for the algorithm. It does help me out a lot, and I will catch you guys in the next one.